stadium. The lifters just getting ready now for the clean and jerk in the men's 56 kilo class. Remember, it's Halil Mutlu who's in charge as the first man comes out on stage. So this is Huang on stage in this first lift in the clean and jerk phase, part 2 of this men's 56 kilo class. Huang of Korea, from Seoul, 24 years of age, and it's a 2-to-1. Central judge didn't like, oh, when he's put the white flag up, just looking down there, which means he's correcting the red to a white. So it's a unanimous decision as being a good lift. Not the first time today we've... Mind you, there are 5 wise men on the jury. Let's have a look at this. Any problems for you here, David?
Well, maybe just a bit on that left arm.
So the Cuban Alvaro is keen to get on, but no weight posted at the moment, so he's off the stage. He's already got a silver medal as a result of his efforts in the snatch. Very, very big increase on his third snatch, David. Took the 7.5 to take him up to 125, but he did it well, fought well, got the reward. How often have we said it's really a team effort here? One man to do the lifting, but the coaches have got to be sharp-eyed at what's going on.
Yes, but the bar now going 45 kilos, and I think this will be for Alvarez.
Yes, Sergio Alvarez Boulay, to give him his full name. Triple junior world champion in 1997. But Pan American champion this year. Silver in the snatch, gold in the jerk. World rank number 3. But of course the Pan Am's in the first part of the year, back in April, quite a long time ago.
So he's now got 35 seconds. So for a man who was out there at the right time, he's now got to complete the lift within the next, or at least get the bar past the knees within the next 23 seconds.
Well, more to the point, he's got to lift it successfully. 20 seconds, just needs to use these intelligently. Coaches are getting anxious, but they don't want to rush. 10 seconds. Needs to lock on and go. Clean's okay. Not too long, come on. Needs to do this. Well saved, I'd say.
I should point out that the clock up there, you can't see it now, but actually stopped at 5 seconds. The clock actually stops when the bar goes past the knees. So he you know, once the bar's gone past the knees, he can stand there for as long as he wants to complete the lift.
My concern wasn't that. My concern was really the length of time that it was going to be on the shoulders more than anything else. It wasn't the technical point about the clock. But at the end of the day, this man is looking very much in control, but he might give himself a bit more time, or at least his coaches might give him a bit more time next time. Now this is rather disappointing, I have to say, 120 kilos, which leaves him massively behind Mutlu. I mean, Mutlu's still in 3rd place, and he hasn't even had a lift. 2-to-1 again. This time it's the right-hand judge, the referee. But 2-to-1 is good enough.
It's a very strong lifter, but a bit of a dubious arm lock. 2-to-1, good enough.
And it should be Zhigao to come out again. Confirmation from the snatch results. Mutlu, 137.5 kilos. Just shows you with Lichwald, 17.5 kilos off the pace at the halfway stage. Now Hwang Kyudong of Korea. And 147.5 kilos. Again, a lot of work to be done to put himself back into the top 10 here. Well, that's better. Again, the Olympic qualification, very important. Works in brief and easy terms is that the better you do as a lifter, the more points you score for your country, the more points you score gives you more places. So although the lifters here are achieving, you know, their own results, they themselves are not necessarily guaranteed a place in next year's games. Some would argue with that. I personally would, but that's the way the rules work. 138 men will qualify from these World Championships. 48 women will also find a definite place for the games in Sydney next year. But then there are next year's Continental Championships, at which more places are up for grabs.
Yes, it'd be sad if a nation just had one lifter that was capable of winning, but he never managed to get to the Olympics because the rest of the team didn't gather enough points.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's. I think it's a mistake.
I think there's a more just, more transparent, and a fairer way for these championships to decide those things. But anyway, back to the business in hand. Wang of Taipei getting it onto the shoulders. In fourth place at the end of the snatch phase, 150 kilos, good. First clean and jerk for Wang Xinhuan.
I'm just looking down the start list, Dave, and Ivan Ivanov is in sixth place with 122.5. And although he's way, way below Mutlu, he's still within 2.5 kilos of Alvarez. And with his strength in the clean and jerk, he's still a good medal prospect.
Yeah, I mean, the experience that he has will see him through, but also he'll have taken immense confidence from getting 3 good snatches in, so I think it'll be in high spirits there. But this is Wu of China in 5th place at the halfway stage. Also another man on 122.5 kilos, so he's right there with Ivanov.
And I think on this man, there's no question about which muscle groups are needed to lift weights. Huge muscles in the thighs, which he uses to drive out of that deep squat position. Then the drive overhead.
And here comes Ivanov. Apparently doesn't mind which way you refer to it.
Will tell the tale.
In the army, but spends most of his life training, based in Sofia. Good start. Incredible 27 major championship records, medals, 14 of them gold. Or in fact, sorry, I'm actually doing even an injustice. He's got a total of 45 medals, 27 of which are gold and 14 are silver and 4 are bronze. It speaks for itself. It brings 15 years of experience to these championships, so he's going to be tough to deny a medal. in the clean and jerk. But this is Liao of China now. 2.5 kilos behind Ivanov at the halfway stage. No problems with that.
And in fact, we've had no failures on the clean and jerk so far.
No, this is good. Often happens that way. If you can start to get a good run, it becomes infectious. Likewise, when you have a lot of failures, it becomes infectious. But this is better than we saw in the snatch phase.
So the bar staying at 150 kilos. That's 330 for the Romanian. Remember, took the bronze medal in the snatch of the 125. Just missed out with the 127, which would have given him the silver. Now opening his account in the clean and jerk with 150.
So Zhigao of Romania.
Well, that was a very impressive clean and jerk. Really fast lifter.
Well, he's certainly in form this season.
Incredible leg strength. I mean, did you see the way he stood up with that weight? Just drove it over the head.
Nicu Vlad, the main man behind the Romanian team. Here's young Alvarez of, remember William Vargas, Cuba? Very effective at this weight. In fact, last time Cuba got a medal, 1998 championships. Vargas there, getting a snatch bronze medal. So he's got plenty of time this time, David. He's got half a minute, so he can control this. You can see the narrower grip.
His coaches are hurrying him, but he's got 17 seconds. Likes to take his time.
Well, it gets it up there very quickly. Good drive up.
Nice clean and jerk.
He's a big find for them, isn't he?
Yes, he does stand there for a long while with the weight on his shoulders, but I think he's comfortable in that position. Good high elbows on the clean now. No question about an elbow knee touch there. In the long pause before the dip and the drive. Good positioning. So the bar moving up now to 152.5 kilos. This for the Ukraine.
So over 300 pounds.
It's way over 300 pounds. It's actually 335 pounds. As you said earlier, these men only weighing 9 stone.
Well, you're looking at his body weight, 55.95. So, again, creeping ever closer to triple body weight.
Yes, Mutlu must have that triple body weight in the clean and jerk in the back of his mind. Of course, the first person to achieve triple body weight was Naim Suleimanoglu,
who's in the audience, watching and appreciating Mutlu. Mutlu waiting, though. Swan comes on for his final attempt. currently in the top 10.
Yes, so triple bodyweight would be 168 kilos, so they'd have to achieve 170 really.
Well, Lan Shizang, he holds the world record at 165.5. He's not here. Huang's not here either. Huang has finished, and that looks like a 262.5 kilo total. That's better than anybody in the B group. Well, in fact, I stand corrected, because in fact Yangxing Yi of Taipei finished on 262.5, had a body weight of 55.21, and this man who's just gone off stage is heavier, and therefore the man group moves up a place.
So 155 kilos on the bar now for Wang. This is his second attempt. So the weights color-coded. The red weights are 25 kilos. Yellow one's 15, and bar weighs 20. And the collars weigh 2.5. Cleans well, elbows good and high. Chucks the bar to straight arms, and that's a very good second attempt.
Good effort by Wang, and it moves him right up to the top of the board, ahead of Alvarez. He's lighter than the Cuban. Talking about the weights, David, well, see the lift first.
So again, nice high elbows. Just a short pause, and then drives it straight to arm's length. No question of any press outs there. Nice lifter to watch.
Yeah, tremendous training facilities, fantastic training room, and every platform with almost, well, a new set of weights.
Every platform, yeah, new platform, new set of weights. In fact, I counted, there's actually 35 platforms in that training hall, all with new sets.
This is a very popular sport in Greece. The Greek team very successful. So a lot of support, but also a lot of expectation of their lifters in the coming days. Now Wu, second attempt, 155.
Drives up from that low squat with those huge legs.
He's going to get it. It'll only put him into second place in the clean and jerk, because he's that fractional bit heavier. Just 10 grams heavier than Wang of Taipei. Alvarez is down into third place, ahead of Zhigao and Ivanov. As Ivanov comes on stage, you see this man chuck that overhead. Ivanov with 40 seconds, plenty of time. So 5 kilo increase.
Yes, a success at this would mean that he'd have done 5 for 5.
But it's not yet making a difference in terms of his quest for medals. The next lift after this is going to be the crucial one.
Well, it's better than his first on the clean.
I fully expected him to get that. The question, David, is where does he go from here? He's got to wait and see what he really needs to do. He's not going to attack Mutlu. That's pretty obvious. Nobody's going to attack Mutlu. But what he wants to try and do is get the silver in the clean and jerk and get himself on the overall championship podium.
That's right. Whatever he takes on the next lift will be for a medal. I think Badjev will be looking at the board now and deciding.
Well, this is where the guru and Badjev, no better man to work it out and know how to play the cards. There's one card left to play for Ivanov.
That's right.
Now Zhigao, second attempt. This was the man who ended up at the halfway stage in the bronze medal position, so he's already got something to take back home.
Doesn't waste any time, does he?
Get it over and done with, more time to rest.
So that gives him 280. Nice clean, good upright position, elbows high. Uses quite a wide grip, which of course is good from the viewpoint of, you know, you don't have to chuck the bar as high if your grips are wider, but as we've seen, often wider grips can cause injury problems like the elbow we saw earlier this evening. Yes, poor Vitaly Durbanev. No news of him. It looks horrible and it's certainly painful, but if we think back to Riza and the Championships of 1998, Zlatan Vanev, well, he did exactly the same thing. In fact, that was more horrible, certainly to look. You really felt the pain for him, but then he came back and took the world title, what, just half a dozen months later. So the recovery can be quick, but the moment is horrible. Now this is young Alvarez again. 155, third attempt. So this would give him a total of 280, would take him back up into a medal position for the moment at least. And in fact, just looking at the body weights, it would take him into the lead ahead of Zhigao in the overall total, and of course in the clean and jerk at the moment. So this is a really important lift because he's got a medal from the first half from the snatch, but this would make the flight back to Cuba so much happier. Very, very strong on that clean. Now the long pause. What a pity, bar was in front of him. Yes, chucked the bar ahead, left the hips behind. And the first real setback for him in these World Championships. He's got, as it is, 4 out of 6. He had one failure, the first in the snatch and the last in a clean and jerk. But it means that Alvarez is not going to get a clean and jerk medal or an overall medal. But he has got a useful consolation in the snatch silver. So the bar is now been increased to 157.5 kilos for Liao of China. Yes, he's had one lift successful at 100, so this is a 7.5 kilo increase. Always a big question. Well, everybody will be jostling for position now. All be trying to guess what the other can do and using their remaining attempts as wisely as possible. So this for the clean and jerk lead. It's a drive up from that squat. It's a very hard clean. Has he got anything left? No, the right knee was nearly down there. I mean, fair play to him. I mean, he was tired after the clean. You know, he knew the only way he was going to do it was by going into a very deep split. But unfortunately, if you go into a deep split, the recovery is much harder. Really having to work hard now. And gives himself a second to compose. Jerked arms, but isn't really in a position to keep it there. So Lichwald of Ukraine. Again, this would put him into the lead in the clean and jerk, but I'm afraid not to be. And he ends on 272.5. At the moment, in the overall lead is Zhigao of Romania, then Wang of Taipei, Wu of China, and Ivanov in 4th place overall on 277.5. There are 3 men on 277.5, and it's body weight that's separating the 3 of them. Just Zhigao with a 2.5 kilo advantage, Mutlu yet to play.
So on comes Wang of Taipei. The man who's in second wants to go for 157.5. And of course, this is where Abazhiev's waiting to see whether he can ask Ivanov to go for 160. And that might just do the trick.
Yes, 160 just might be enough to take him up into the silver medal position. All depends on what the Romanian's got left. But it's certainly going to be a tactical battle from now on. He needs to put his feet in line, which he does.
So, new leader in the clean and jerk, Wang of Taipei. And that will take him up to 280. He's lighter than Zhigao, which will give him the overall lead. They should have flip-flop positions. The clean was pretty good.
Yeah, he's been a consistent all the way through. Nice jerk, takes the bar straight to arm's length. Very easy to referee. So the man with the legs.
Now Wu, currently in third place on exactly the same kilos as Ivanov. So Abazhiev manipulating so far to give Ivanov the last call, barring Mutlu, of course.
No,
that'll be
just too heavy.
Music to Ivanov's ears, that will be. That bar being dropped very quickly, because it means that Wu is now in third place and finished. Zhiga one, Ivanov's got one, Liao has got one lift to come.
So the tactics are starting now. We've already got 157.5 on the board for Ivanov. Then they said that the Romanian was coming out. Now Ivanov is coming out.
Well, I think what he's saying is, what he's going for it on the basis that nobody's in his sphere is going to get 160. Because he is lighter than Liao. And of course he is lighter than Zhigao as well.
So 10 seconds.
He's got to move this. 5 seconds.
It's good clean.
Splits, comes up, yeah. Feet together, hold still.
Yes.
Oh!
6 good lifts for Ivan Ivanov.
The champion of 10 years ago has still got it.
So he just has to sit back now, wait and see what the others do and to see which colour of medal it's going to be.
He's in second place at the moment. He's behind Wang on the overall total. Zhigao's down to third. Zhigao's on the stage. So here he is, third and final attempt, 157.5. But Zhigao, 55 kilos, 90. Can he do it?
Needs to hold on to it.
Yes, he can. He's in good form. He's been in good form. And that will take him up into the lead, 282.5. So Zhigao leads overall. Zhigao leads in the clean and jerk, and it's all being decided by body weight.
But now, with one man left in the competition,
it's not going to be...
Or is it not one man left in the competition?
No, we've still got Liao. But not sure whether he's called it a day. He may well have called it a day because 270 down the total. He's not in the race anyway. It's Mutlu. It's not down to body weight now. It's down to pure strength.
So this would actually put Mutlu on 297.5. which would only be 2.5 below that world standard.
The world standard was created after the Atlanta Olympic Games, when the old categories were cancelled. There were 19 of them, and these were replaced with the 15 that we have today. 8 for men, 7 for women, and they were set up for the upcoming Olympic Games. 26 years of age, Mutlu.
Easy opener.
He's clearly prepared for this really well, David. And he's got 2 attempts to reach that magic 300. I think 168 kilos to do triple body weight. I think that might be a lift too far today. Oh, it is Liao. Well, we thought he might have called it a day, but he hasn't called it a day.
No, Liao is still...
Well, this is going to be really interesting, because he's going from 150 to 160, a 10-kilo increase. He failed at 157.5. Now, 10 kilos will take him up to 280.
Well, he's really just going for a medal on the...
But the thing is that even if he gets 280, he's actually heavier than Wang, so he's moving up the order overall. He's going for a clean and jerk medal, because this would put him up into silver medal position in the clean and jerk. Oh, no, it doesn't. But the problem, I'm afraid, for Ivanov is that he's down to 4th place now because of that Mutlu lift, which we didn't highlight at the time. At the moment, the overall is Mutlu, who's won the championship, triple gold medalist here on day 2 of the 1999 World Weightlifting Championships.
Well, here we go, Dave. The bar has gone to an incredible 165 kilos. That's just half a kilo below the existing world record. And a success at this would take him to 302.5, improving on the world standard.
It creates the world record, essentially. The standard is technically a world record, but nobody has been able to claim it. Mutlu has been aspiring to do so ever since it was established, but tonight is the first time he's been in shape, in touch, in condition to really attack. And he's got 2 goes at this. And you've got to think that this is the moment.
This lift is just... Triple body weight is 68 kilos, so this is just 3 kilos away from 3 times his own body weight.
Well, the Turks they've had plenty of setbacks.
Well, the weight's changing again. The bar's being changed to 166, so he's not happy with the world total record. He wants the world clean and jerk record, the world total record, and the world snatch record. He wants everything. He wants to have Halil Mutlu.
Oh, I think he's in for the 5-course dinner tonight. He wants everything. He wants the lot. And I'll tell you what,
he wants a clean sweep on the board.
If he pulls this off, there will be some party. The Turks, of course, they haven't had much to smile about in recent months. 2 appalling earthquakes. You can't say that achievement can, wipe all that away, but just for a moment, a sportsman like Mutlu, representing Turkey, can just lift the spirit a moment. So this is a big moment for Mutlu.
So 2 world records in one here. The clean and jerk and the total.
On the shoulders, driving up. He's got the clean. Come on, come on.
Oh, which he does. Oh. Look at that. Just 2 kilograms below triple body weight. And one wonders what's going to come next. Still has an attempt remaining.
Well, it's a bit early in the championships to decide who is going to be lifter of the championships, but I'll tell you what, if he pulls off 168 now and goes for it, I mean, I don't know whether they're going to call it a day. Well, 167.5.
167. Mutlu actually had a body weight of 55.83. So that actually would be triple body weight, would it not?
We'll quickly do the maths.
Quickly do the maths.
Tremendous.
Just. This will be triple body weight.
And I can tell you they've called it a day. Mutlu's not going to go for a third lift. He's got it all. 3 gold medals. He's broken the world standard. He's lifted triple body weight. There's nothing more to do, and he's done it with a lift there. 5 lifts out of 6. Thank you very much. And there's a man who has to be a hot favourite for Sydney. But as we always say, David, half the battle is getting to a championship fit and well and strong and in good condition. If you do that, then you've already actually, in a way, achieved half the battle, if not more. But there it is, Mutlu, clean and jerk, 165 kilos.
Yes, and Ivanov just getting in there with a bronze medal on the clean and jerk.
And that's consolation, because overall he just misses out. It goes to Wang, but we'll bring you that in a moment. Alvara's finishing in 7th place, but nothing to be ashamed of for the teenager there. It's a very good first World Championships, and he can take a lot of encouragement for that as he looks forward towards the Games. Still the medal ceremonies to come. Turkish flags will be flying with those after these messages here on Eurosport.